Jambo, habari yako, mimi na King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Guys, today I want to cover some few topics for you guys, starting with the 25 African brothers that were arrested by the Department of Home Affairs, immigration officers, the police, there in Germiston and Kuruleni, where they went to a steel company and checked everyone's documentation. But the funny part about all of this is that the white owner of the factory came out and chased the media away, putting his hand on the camera, stopping them from recording. And this brings me back to what I told you guys when this matter happened in KwaZulu-Natal. In KwaZulu-Natal, when the Department of Home Affairs and the police went to the factories, they arrested the owner of the factory for employing undocumented African brothers. And now, here in Joburg, you find a situation where the owner has got such arrogance to even chase the media away and nothing is done to him. Also, let's speak about the threats of Helen Zille to the ANC that they must reinstate former Mayor Blink there in Tshwane, or else hell is going to break loose. Listen, Helen, Zille, nobody takes you serious. In fact, nobody fears you. Nobody takes your threats serious, especially not the ANC in Gauteng. Panyaza Lesufi was also hit back to say, we don't take that Magogo serious. Let her do what they do. The arrogance of the DA. They have made the people of Tshwane suffer, and now they are acting as if they were doing a good job there. They can't even do a good job in the Western Cape. And also, the EFF has written a letter about the 100 days of John STEENHUISEN at the Department of Agriculture to say this man has failed to even employ quality staff. You remember he employed the Chief of Staff, Roman Kaepernick, who's not even a member of the DA, by the way, and asked him to resign because many footages came out of him of being racist. He's a racist small boy, that Roman, and now Roman has refused to retire. Hey, because John STEENHUISEN, is John STEENHUISEN the leader of the DA, or is he just a puppet on strings there? And I want to talk about something I saw on X, where I saw that the community of Disloof in Soweto has closed a KFC, saying that it is employing too many foreigners, especially our Zimbabwean brothers. And also, yesterday I forgot to send my condolence to the family that have lost 13 members in one assassination incident in the Eastern Cape. 13 members from one family. I cannot imagine what is going on in South Africa. Hi, Ziyakhala manje.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Blackheart, the hustle continuer. Made to inspire your goals and dreams. 100% good quality clothes are now available at affordable prices. T-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bucket hats, and more. Place your orders now. 06847366908. Instagram Black7576. Facebook page Blackheart.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Says So. I'm your host, Kagiso Khongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. This time around, I've got a few stories to cover for you guys, starting with that scenery there in Germiston, in Johannesburg, or Ekurhuleni in Gauteng. Guys, I told you guys when this checking undocumented foreigners at work environment started there. I think it started there in KwaZulu-Natal, where we saw the fake, undeserving premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Ubaba Ntuli, was running around in factories and firing, arresting our African brothers. And also what he did there was to arrest a factory owner. And I believe that, I think I'm speaking under correction, I think it was an Indian or a Chinese person. And I said they will never do this to white people. I said they keep on ignoring the fact that they know that illegal, undocumented brothers and sisters are in the agriculture sector. They're in the farms. You don't have to look for them. And you guys said, no, King, they started in the inner city, they will go to the farms. Well, that was about maybe 2 months ago. They still have not went to the farms. And now they are in Germiston, where 25 African brothers were arrested, checking their documents. Some of their documents have expired, some had fraudulent documents and all of that. Let's quickly watch this short clip and come back for more commentary.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay, hi.
Sir, how can these people be on my side?
Well, it's out of public interest that they are
No,
Yes.
sir. This is totally out of order, okay?
No, it's not out of
No, it is out of order. You do not have the right to give that type of permission.
Challenge it.
Huh?
Challenge it.
I'm challenging it. I am removing them from my side. Yes.
A confrontation by this man who identified himself as the owner on site in Woodville, Germiston. This happened during an inspection raid by the Department of Employment and Labour at a company called Trade Course Steel and 6 others on the premises. He demanded that the media stop filming, threatening to seize the recording. His colleague would go on to block the camera in an attempt to hide events on the premises.
To the viewers, indeed, employers would not behave when they do not comply with the laws of the country. And as a result, they will do exactly what they are doing. But they can't deter the state from doing its work. And we are not intimidated, we are not threatened. We are going to act accordingly in terms of the law.
Let me say this like this. White people in South Africa, most of them think that they are above the law. The police are there. Home Affairs officials are there, and you are threatening these people not to come and check the working environment and the people who are documented in your company. You are threatening them to say they must not shoot. They must not videoize what is happening. You are threatening media. Well, it's in Newsroom Africa, not that we care. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying. The media have got a right to cover this so that we can know what is happening in South Africa. And now, this white guy is not going to be arrested. Trust me. How can you arrest 25 people and you don't arrest the owner? Did those people employ themselves? No, I'm asking you, African brothers and sisters, did those people employ themselves? Because clearly some of them were found in duty. They were working. And now you are telling me that you're not going to arrest the owner and punish these owners for employing illegal immigrants, illegal African brothers. You're going to leave the owner. That's why I told you guys, these guys will not go to the farms where they know that most of these undocumented brothers who are exploited for, minimum rates of salaries, they are not going to go there, because when they go there, they will have to arrest the farm owner also. And they are not going to do it because crime sees color in South Africa. I mean, the law, the police, they see color in South Africa. And this point, it has clearly has proven this scenario has proven my point. They don't want to go to the farms. They know what they're going to find at the farms. In fact, me and you, we know in our towns, Chinese shops that our Lesotho brothers and sisters are working. We know what is going on in terms of the documentation story. We know our brothers who are working for that Checkers 60/60 thing. We know what is going on. They're not going to go there, because if they go there, then they have to attack the employer also, and they can't do that. What are you going to do to your hand, Rupert? Yeah? What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. So they are afraid to even touch the farm sector. So people are now excited. Yeah, look at them. They are cleaning the factories. No, they are selective. They know exactly. There's so many factories that they can go to. But there's some factories, the owners of those factories, they don't take nonsense, because they are above the law in South Africa. Now, you guys tell me what is going on. Why? And I still ask till today. Some of you said, King, don't worry, they will go to the farms. When? Because you guys, Naitandi have clash. You like to be parked somewhere and people will attend you. That's the same thing that these ministers of the DA did to you guys. The Minister of Home Affairs, he did that to you guys with the Chidima situation. Today, you guys have forgotten about that Chidima situation. You are now busy with the other African brothers and sisters. The Minister of Public Works, what's his surname? He said there was 300 million stolen by cyber hackers. Till today, you guys have been put on ice. Nobody has explained to you guys what is going on. The Minister of Education, Siviwe Kwahube, in terms of the racism in schools, silent. All she knows is to fight the Bella Bill and stop the feeding scheme tenders. That's all she knows. That is what the DA does. Talking about the DA, Helen Zille went on SAFM. In fact, she went to some few interviews yesterday, threatening the ANC, saying, "Hey, Bafetu, if you don't bring back our mayor, Mr. Blink," he was also in some few interviews. I was listening to him. I'm like, do these people think we are stupid? When he went there, he turned that office into white. He was employing only white people. Black people are voting for the DA, but white people get appointed. And that is the truth in the DA. When you get appointed as a black person, it means you are the puppet of all puppets. Once you start challenging the situation, like Herman Mashaba did when he was still in the DA, when Musi Maimane was still in the DA, and many others, you get kicked out. You can't challenge the systematic racism in the Democratic Alliance. You understand what I'm saying? So Helen has now threatened the ANC. And that brings so much joy to me, because we told these people that this government of national is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to last. People are asking how long is it going to last. The cracks are already there. And in fact, it's already crumbling down. It's already crumbling down. And we have to thank Opanyaza for that. It's not in a bad way that this thing is cracking. It's in a good way that is going to favor us as African people here in our country, the indigenous people of South Africa, of Azania. So for me, I'm so happy that Helen has made these threats, because remember, we have to remind her. I think very soon they will be voting a new mayor in, and I think it will be a candidate, Dr. From Action SA, who will be the new mayor. And I think the ANC is going to get the speaker or something like that. But the short story of it is that the DA will be kept out. And we want to see what this DA wants to do. We want to see all of these threats that they have made to the ANC. We want to see them. Remember, we know, all of us know, that the DA can't walk away from this government of national confusion, because they know that if they walk away, the EFF is in, the Action SA is in, and other members that they don't want, like the MK, are in. I know the MK does not want to work with the Cyril Ramaphosa ANC, but in the future, when this Panyaza guy emerges, the MK will work gladly with the ANC, I promise you. And for me, as a Pan-Africanist, it's going to bring so much joy, because I want to see African people united and working together, and bringing back the majority to their people again, instead of dividing our votes the way they are divided. Listen, people, so many things are going to happen between now and the local elections. Don't worry. So many things are going to happen, and so many people are going to be exposed in terms of their lack of skill in their work environment. Especially now, speaking about lack of skill, is my boss, John Steenhuisen, the Minister of Agriculture. You know, this cadre deployment that the DA was fighting the ANC on is the same thing that they are doing. The minister knows nothing about agriculture. I'm sorry to say that. He knows nothing about agriculture. You can hear when he speaks, lo muntu lo does not know agriculture. And that is the issue with cadre deployment. When you deploy a cadre who is clueless, who is neither qualified or have the experience, you know, not qualified, no qualifications of agriculture whatsoever. We know our minister has got a matric. Now, it's not an attack on him for having a matric, but you can have a matric and have an experience in the agriculture field, where when you speak about agriculture, you understand what is going on. Remember, the Department of Agriculture is merged with the Department of Environmental Affairs. Now, it is two departments in one. So you have to understand what is happening in the gaming world, in the nature reserves. You have to understand what is happening in the agriculture, the vet world, the illnesses, food, crops. You have to understand so many things in agriculture. On top of that, then you have to understand the historical disadvantage that has kept the black people out of agriculture and kept white farmers in. You have to understand the distribution of funds into strategic sectors, the wining sector, the cattle sector. You have to understand what is going on to distribute the money accordingly, so that the agricultural industry, the sector, can continue pushing those billions and pumping it into the GDP of our country. You have to understand the people. You have to understand the places. You have to understand so many things. The minister has not even come to the Northern Cape. 100 days. 100 days. For me, the first 100 days, if I was a minister, I was going to travel the different provinces and meet the different MECs in each province. That never happened. The minister is busy. I understand maybe 100 days is not enough, but the EFF has said this man has failed to employ strategic and qualified people. Remember, he asked for a deviation. He asked for a deviation. What is a deviation? Is when you ask HR to bring down the requirements of minimum entry, because he wanted to employ people with matriculants and less than matric like him. And that is the honest truth. He asked for the deviation. And then, because he does not have leadership qualities, he then employed this Roman cabinet guy into chief of staff. He put him there into chief of staff. The guy then emerged many clips coming out of the internet. Our Twitter investigators, the black Twitter, they then investigated him and took out many clips where he was out of order. And then he said, no, I made a mistake. That was what my minister said. He said, I made a mistake, so I asked Roman to resign. Till today, he has not resigned. Why has he not resigned? Because he does not respect John STEENHUISEN. And he has openly said that, listen, I did not even vote for the DA. So I did not vote for the DA. I'm not even friends with John STEENHUISEN. I'm not a DA guy, so I never voted for the DA. And you ask yourself, where are the black professionals in the DA? What are they saying about someone who did not build themselves up in the ranks of the party, quality-wise, leadership-wise, structural-wise, and qualification-wise in the DA, for the DA leader to go and fetch someone who's a podcaster. If you want podcasters, you bring about King. Yeah, you bring people with qualification and experience. Almost a decade in the Department of Agriculture. As young as I am, grew up in farming, understand farming intensively, deep. You wouldn't make a mistake. You understand? But you chose someone who knows nothing because they've got an LLB. Let's bring them. Let it be chief of staff. The DA is going down, ladies and gentlemen. The DA is going down, and it is because it is not because they want to go down. It's because they're being exposed of lack of quality in the party. There's no quality in the party. There's no quality in the DA party. My faith. I'm so happy that really we're getting to see the true colors of the Democratic Alliance. I'm so happy we're getting to see the true colors, because people were saying where the DA governs, it governs clean. Where? In the city of Cape Town. I'm sure you think Cape Town is Western Cape. I'm sure you don't know that Cape Town is in the Western Cape and Cape Town is not Western Cape. Some of you don't know that because you are not well traveled. Go and travel the Western Cape and see where our African people and our colored people are staying. Go and look at the conditions there. Look at where the crime is happening and tell me what the DA has done in those places. Just go there. Just go and see the situation or where our people are staying in the Western Cape, where you tell me that the DA is doing an excellent job. In George, last time we had a building that collapsed on people. What happened to the constructor of that building? What happened to the mayor who approved those tenders? What happened to those? Nothing. Because where the DA is, it governs excellent and it's not questioned. Just like you guys are not questioning this mayor of Gauteng who did nothing. Auditor General could not find, I believe, some billions of rand that they could not audit. Just I have a faith. We can't audit this money because it's not clear what you guys did with this money. Irregular expenditure for billions of rands. Now today he's acting as if no, he was doing a great job in Tshwane. Anyways, again, I come back to that issue I told you guys in the intro. In Diepkloof, why do you want to say Diepkloof? In Diepkloof, the community went there and closed the KFC and said, listen, KFC, when you are employing too many Zimbabweans here, we want to close this place. I told you guys, why would you fight the farm worker instead of fighting the farm owner? I don't get it. Why our people are refusing to think. Fight the farm owner, not the farm worker. The same with KFC. Because I will always be on my African brothers and sisters' side 24/7. And that does not mean I'm not in South African side. If you are African South Africans, then I'm on your side also. They don't employ themselves. There's a manager there. There's a director there. There's someone who employed them. They did not employ themselves. They are not stealing anything. They are working there. Does KFC have to favor more South Africans? Maybe, yes, that's the case. An argument that we can have. It's fine. But once a Zimbabwean person is employed, lawfully so, why me and you are fighting that person? What must they do? They are legal here, obviously. That's why they are working at KFC. Why is it that me and you are fighting those people? Because we know what is the real fight. The real fight is against economical inclusion for African people, and not economical inclusion in the terms of jobs, my people. The economical inclusion in terms of ownership. We need ownership, not just to be workers. Why are we always fighting? So white people, when they look at us, they say, these ones, they want to be workers forever. These ones, they are so happy being workers. That's how they see us, workers. Because the educational system, that's what it does. You see? So I'm lost of words when it comes to that situation that happened in Eastern Cape where so many people have been gunned down. I believe the death toll went to 18 and 13 of them coming from one family. I cannot. The police are saying they are very close in securing the arrest of these people. The police always say that, and they never get to arresting the people. But I'm asking myself, should these people be found? Should these people be found? Is jail enough for these people? That family can never recover. It's impossible to just imagine when in your family, when you guys have a family gathering and 10 people die, assassinated. Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to SAFM when I was driving this morning. I was like, and people in South Africa, they have lost hope. They don't know where to run to because of this crime. I don't have a solution. I don't have a suggestion. Our criminals are just too comfortable in our correctional service centers. When we arrest such people, we don't make examples of them. Cash and heist, gender-based violence, rape, all of these things. Man, South Africa, no, guys. If it's not extortion, it's this and this. Whew! 13 people from one family. I'm lost of words. I'm lost of words. But anyways, I just wanted to send my condolences and speak about it, because sometimes we're content creators, speak about other things that don't really matter. This is what matters in life. People losing their life, a family. Imagine as a family member, I can imagine those 13 people, they will be buried, some of them in different places. How do you divide yourself to attend this funeral and not this? Maybe in some instances, a mother and a father is gone. You know, I'm broken, my African people. I'm broken. That is why I said we need the Paseta legal minds. We need an institution that when these people go to court, we can go to these families and say, listen, ma'am, we want to represent you in court. Who are you? No, we are Paseta legal minds. We are here fighting for the rights of our people. And we want you to have the best representative in the courts. And then we send our lawyers there. So if you are in the law industry or law field, you are studying law, you are in your final years, or you are practicing a lawyer, or whatever the case can be, please make sure that you get in contact with us so that we can add you on our team. We need you to fight for our people. It's scenarios like this, you know. I know. So again, the people, the overseas people, I would like to thank you guys for the contributions you are making. Some of you are even making contributions with other channels. My young brother Descent sent me some money. Said, hey King, someone from the USA sent you money. Send more than 500 rand. Say, here's money, King. Here's the money. Can you donate it to the school? So I donated it to the school and sent him the proof that the money has been forwarded to the school account. I'm so blessed, ladies and gentlemen, for people believing in the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, infiltrating the educational system and Africanizing the curriculum that our children are given. We are so sick and tired of our school system. Okay, another thing that I wanted to say, I'll come back to Paseta. Our police, the recruitment of our police. You know, I failed to go into the police because of I have tattoos. I have tattoos on my body. So I failed. I wanted to be a policeman so bad. When I grew up, I wanted to be a policeman. And I remember because of my uncle, my mother's younger brother was a police, and when he came back, I used to, at the age of 3 years, used to take his bulletproof vest and try to pull that thing off the ground, and I wanted to wear it because I wanted to wear the uniform, the blue uniform. I then failed to become a police officer because of tattoos. Now, guys, and it was a blessing, by the way, because I think my life worked out better. We don't know. I don't know what would have happened to me if I was a police, but I know I would have been a great police. Strong. So now looking at the recruitment of police and the army and seeing the people who are recruited that I know is people that did not want to become policemen and women when they grew up. It's people that were in search of employment because of the economical situation. The police are advertising, the recruitment is open. People are just submitting CVs, trying their luck. Not in their heart they wanted to be police. I think that's why the police force has got it wrong. They got it wrong. You guys will tell me on the comment section if you agree or not. But the police that we have now, easy to bribe, easy to threaten, easy. You know, even when I was staying in Sunnyside, in Lagos, in Pretoria, in Tshwane, I used to see Metro Police getting bullied by communities, whether it's Nigerians or South Africans. And I'm thinking to myself, you're a police person, Shayimpama, man. I know the law does not allow them to become violent to citizens, but civilians. But my goodness, I used to see police being pushed back into their vehicles, and I'm thinking to myself, if it was me, you bozo sola, abezo kalapes wenyama, So our police they are failing us. We don't have intelligence. Our intelligence always get news like all of us, like they get shocked like all of us. Down, these people got killed. Hey, what are the intelligence doing? Intelligence are no longer sitting in the crowd, blending in the crowd, listening. I don't know what intelligence are doing, but I'm sure they are hacking our phones also. But let them do something. No. You guys will tell me on the comment section what you think. And I have to apologize. I'm giving you guys one video per day. I drove 700 kilometers yesterday. I was so tired. Even now as I'm recording this, it's past 1 in the morning. I slept and woke up. When I came back from work, I slept and woke up very late. I'm so tired, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to lie to you. So this one video per day is going to continue for this coming week. Next week, I'll be going somewhere else where the workload will not be that much. Imagine driving 700 kilometers, still working. Guys, I'm tired. Please forgive me for the one video per day. It's not my style. You guys know I'll hit you with 2 or 3 per day. But unfortunately now I'm swamped with work, and when I travel, there's deadlines because when I leave that place, I have to leave documents that have to be signed and stuff like that. So please forgive your boy, King053, Mr. Easy Imali, Eneng. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.